What's up, guys? This particular viewer requested me to do a video on where are the Vogue Fems and where did they go? Like, what happened to all the Vogue Fems? And so this is a where are they now, where'd they go episode. To be honest, I don't know where everybody is now, but let's remember some Vogue Fems of yesteryear. Tells Miss Rahi. Tails is in the mask, and mostly the black. Tails just had a different musicality to him. Like, his moves were like so ballerina, so trained dancer, but it had such a fluidity to them. Like, Tails could go through lineups of Vogue Fems and just beat everybody. I actually battled Tails at the New York Awards Ball 2012 and lost. Like, Tails was so good at Vogue Femme. Where did he go? Bam Milan Allure. His Vogue has so many poses to it, so it makes it so nice to watch. Like, Bam is in the gold tassels, and this stunt right here, the way it went, it was like a perfect combo. Like, his spins were clean, and he dipped a little bit different. Like, it's like he dipped on his left after he went in a spin, and it looked good. Like, I usually think it looks weird when people dip off their left, but Bam had a way with his performance that was just so clean, and it had so many poses in it. Like, a Vogue with a lot of pose just looks good. It looks clean. It looks allure. It looks elegant. It has this, I don't know. But where did Bam Allure go? He was definitely one of them ones. Alex Chanel. We know what happened to Alex Chanel. He went to the house of Icon, where he still is and is a legendary twister today. Now, Alex Chanel beat Kevin Jay-Z Prodigy not once, but twice. And I really have to ask, when I watch this battle, I love Alex, but how did he beat Kevin? I think Alex Vogue was very soft, and he had his own unique take to performance. But Kevin was riding this beat. His hands were going absolutely crazy. I just could not see Alex in this battle. Ginger, Miss Rahi, and Christina Tsunami for the $5,000 battle. Whatever happened to Ginger? We know this battle so well, and most of us still have not healed from the fact that Ginger won the 5,000. But when we look at this battle objectively, Ginger was beating Christina. I think Christina got so frustrated in this battle, and she just didn't know what to do, and out of that frustration, she started to fight Ginger. Now, granted, Ginger did push her into the crowd, but that moment was kind of over with. So for Ginger to then climb up and just start grabbing Ginger's hair was insane. And I think she did that out of frustration of not knowing what to do and feeling like she was losing. What do you think? That's an argument that has never been settled. This was so much. So much. And Christina was getting votes. She could have won. Christina looks so disappointed. Like, you can see the defeat in her eyes. Oh, Christina felt horrible. I think she needed that money for something important. Because I think this reaction is just a little dramatic. Mike Icon. Mike Icon was a Philly native, but if you went to NYC, you were going to see him at a Rumble. And Mike had a way with his Vogue and his limbs that was just nice. Like, Mike had his own flow and his own style of uncog that was just so nice to see. Mike doesn't walk as much anymore, but we did see Mike make a reappearance on legendary Omari Orichi's team last year at the Ballroom Olympics Ball by Jason, Icon Jason. And he showed us that he still got it. Still got the stretch and still got everything. Work done. Little Black Girl Evisu. When people mention catwalks, Little Black's name always came up in conversation. Sadly, she left the scene and we no longer see Little Black active in Vogue Femme or even legendary performance. But Little Black's catwalk is something that is imprinted on all of our minds. Like, Little Black just had a catwalk that did not quit. It was so happy, free, and feminine. Whatever happened to Little Kenny Evisu? When you want to talk about a duck walk, let's talk about Little Kenny's duck walk. It was so smooth. His elements were just so nice. Like, he's a lot of people's favorite when it comes to Vogue Femme. He just had a flow and a fluidity about him that was nasty. Sadly, Little Kenny is no longer actively walking Vogue Femme because Little Kenny now goes by Taylor, and Taylor is a Lavin when the Evisus made the switch to Lavin. Taylor doesn't really come out much for a Femme Queen performance. She kind of left the scene. You may catch her every now and again at a ball, maybe during LSS, but... Hold up, girl. This is a checkpoint right here. If you are enjoying this content and you're not subscribed to the channel, stop what you're doing right now and go subscribe. It's free. I appreciate you and I'll love you down. Thank you. Alani Khan. Alani Khan was a Vogue Femme from DC that really made his name at this ball right here against Sweet Pea Tamara Prodigy. Now, granted, Alani was going through the girls this night, and his performance was also soft and uncogged, and he had a way. And then Alani did this Matrix stunts against Sweet Pea, and the crowd erupted. It was a moment for Alani, especially after he remixed it after late Omi did it at a Rumble Ball, and it was nice to see that stunt done by a Butch Queen. It was part of one of the moments of the 2007 Philly Awards Ball. But Alani no longer walks Vogue Femme, and he is no longer involved in the scene. Where'd he go? Lil Tony Revlon Khan. Lil Tony rose to stardom and really arrived in Vogue Femme when he sat crowd favorite Ricky Allure at a ball. I've watched this battle so many times and I've looked at the comments, and people hate the fact that Lil Tony beat Ricky. And honestly, if you're being objective and you're being completely fair, I don't think there's any way to see Ricky in this battle. Lil Tony's spins were connecting to the commentation, to the music. Like, everything was perfect. And people say that Lil Tony fell out of dips, but he didn't. Maybe that dip was a little sloppy, but he didn't fall out of it. Lil Tony washed Ricky Allure, and that's just the truth. Corey Milan. Corey Milan Another uncog Vogue femme that we wonder, where did Corey go? Corey had a way with his Vogue. It was unique. It was fluid. There was a lot of movements in it that made you feel like he thinks he's better than me. His Vogue just said upper echelon. Something about his Vogue said elite without doing too much. It was very prancy, very feminine. Kurt Revlon Milan. Kurt was a special Vogue femme because he came out of the gate swinging for heavy hitters like Pretty, Ronaldo, and beating him. And his spins and dips were just so dope. His take to dramatics was so different. Like, he could mix soft and dramatics easily, and they looked so good together. And his spins were just like so good. His musicality was so good. The things that Kurt could do were just stuff that other people did not do. And he just had a style all on his own. In fact, at this particular ball, it was just him and Selena on one team. And Kurt went through the whole black and red team by himself. That Kurt was something else. Desmond Mizrahi Mugler. Whatever happened to him? Desmond really rose to fame for being like a Butch Queen version of Naomi. He could do Naomi stunts with no problem, and that was so impressive back then. Like, Desmond had stretch that was just out of this world, and his movements really reminded us of Naomi. But where did Desmond go? I think out of everybody that we talk about, where did they go? We talk about Leo Evisu the most, and with good reason. Leo Evisu was so uncog. His movements were so soft. In fact, if you watch this progression, Leo does about 4 different poses in his dips, like 4 different forms of a dip. Like, he had his own style when it came to dipping, when it came to catwalking, when it came to everything. Leo was just so original and so unique. In fact, I could see a little bit of Alex Mugler in Leo. I feel like Alex may have been inspired by Leo just a bit. And there are so many Voguers that are inspired from the lineage of Leo Evisu, because his Vogue was just something else. It was so uncog, present, and intentional. The spins were so clean. The catwalk was so dirty. The dips were so perfect. I think when it comes to Vogue femmes that we miss, I think we might miss Leo the most. Like, we talk about Leo all the time. And Leo hasn't really been in the scene since 2008. That style and that Vogue still impacts us to this day. Hey, beautiful, I love you. I want you to say it out loud right now. I love you. Tell yourself every day. Those 3 words are magic.